what do you make of the argument by Senator Francis Tolentino na ang Senado kasi yung kalahati, 'di ba? Binoboto after 3 years, 'di ba? So meron siyang overlap pero 12 yung naiiwan bago matapos yung termino bago sila palitan. At wala raw quorum kung sakasakali. Is that even a valid argument?
Well, unfortunately, wag natin problemahin yung walang quorum kasi if we apply the facts, may quorum kasi merong newly elected nga eh. Meron naman talagang there will be a quorum. So theoretically there will be no quorum kung may total failure of elections, pero wag na lang natin problemahin yun because hindi naman yan talaga ang mangyayari. Alam natin na by July 1, 2025, ang Senado para sa 20th Congress ay kompleto. Mas kompleto pa nga sa amin ngayon kasi ngayon 23 lang kami. Ang Senado sa 20th Congress 24. So, walang problema sa quorum. Mas marami pa sila. So it's not a valid worry.
Okay. Kanina rin meron binanggit si Senator Tolentino. Medyo telling yun eh. Sabi niya, pag hindi rin natapos yung impeachment trial, sakaling simulan nito during this current Congress, pag hindi raw siya natapos by June 30, that should be deemed functionally dismissed. Do you agree?
Of course, I don't agree. And sana he elaborated on his point. Ano ba yung idea niya? And how will that point even function? Ano yan? Should there be a vote taken? Should it be formally moved and there should be a formal vote taken? Tapos ang point ko, why should the members of the Senate in the 19th Congress concern themselves with a possible legal issue which is better addressed to the members of the Senate of the 20th Congress? Kasi yun yung tanong. Pag member ka ng Senado ng 20th Congress, ang tatanong mo sa sarili mo, pinasa sa amin nung 19th Congress Senate yung trabaho. Pwede ba yun o hindi? Si 19th Congress, kami ngayon, dapat hindi namin inuunahan ang 20th Congress. So sila na sumagot dun sa tanong na yun, not us. Kasi mangyayari, parang self-censorship, di ba? Na stop natin sarili natin kasi hindi tatanggapin ng 20th Congress na Senate. Hindi. Let them decide that problem.
Okay. Clearly, you made the distinction between the Senate sitting as a legislative body and the Senate convening as an impeachment court. Although marami pa rin yung pinipilit na palabuin yung distinction na yun, no? Pero kung magkaiba naman talaga yung functions na yan, ibig sabihin, pagkatapos ng June 11, pwedeng during the break, the Senate can continue the function as a Senate impeachment court. Tama po ba?
Correct. Actually, the Senate will have to continue because after June 11, the scenario is after the articles have been read by the House panel of prosecutors, the court will convene and the Senate President as the presiding officer will give out instructions to the clerk of court. Yung mga senators, passive lang kami, audience lang kami. Ang instruction ng Senate President sa clerk of court, who is the Senate Secretary, send the summons to the impeached public official, the Vice President. And then send notices siguro to others na, yan na, convene na kami, nakapadala na kami ng summons. May 10 days kasi to answer eh. The impeached official has 10 days to answer. So, bibigyan mo talaga yung nothing will happen involving senator judges for the 10 days. Ngayon, once answer has been filed, the House prosecutors will have also a set number of days to file their reply if they want to. May 5 days. So no action needed or required or expected from the senator judges. So kung i-add mo lahat yung days na yung Christian, abot na tayo sa halos June 30 na. So wala talagang trial action or any action or collective decision to be made by the current senators as members of the impeachment court. What is most important is to convene the court so that the clerk of court can now send the summons. Ma-initiate na, gumalaw na talaga as a court.
Sa tingin niyo, Senator, factor yung nagsalita muli si President Marcos na ilang beses ko ba sasabihin sa inyo, ayoko ng impeachment? Do you think this figured in the decision-making of some of your colleagues?
Sa tingin ko hindi. Hindi. Sa tingin ko, we all know that the President has no hand or does not play any role in the impeachment proceedings. In impeachment matters, dapat walang role, walang influence ang presidente because the position of president is itself impeachable. So dapat wala. At any rate, kung tingnan mo, hindi ba February 2025 pa sinasabi ko nga that the trial shall proceed forthwith. February 2025 ang ginawang kalendaryo, June 2 magsa-start. So therefore, yung pag-defer ng even the first step of the impeachment proceeding was already decided upon and made as early as February 2025. So itong reiteration of the president's stand about the impeachment was not taken into account in that February 2025 decision. So I don't think that changed any mind of any senator, the mind of any senator.
Kaya ako po natanong yan, Senator, no? I don't know whether you agree with me, pero sa pananaw ko, tsaka alam ko marami nag-iisip din ito sa ating mga kababayan, may ilang mga colleagues kayo na playing it safe, medyo fence-sitter, and perhaps trying to protect their political interests as far as 2028 is concerned. Kaya ako po natanong yung posibleng impluwensya ng posisyon ni President Marcos dahil yung Article 1 itself, may kinalaman yung Pangulo doon. Diba? Yung pananakot, pagmumura, at pagbabanta ni Vice President sa Presidente. Ang pinanggagalingan po ng tanong ko, kung ako yung senador, and I'm playing it safe, yung Presidente mismo, siya yung pinagmumura, siya yung tinakot, ayaw niyang ipa-impeach yung Presidente, yung Vice President, bakit ako pa ipupush ko, di ba?
Well, ang sa all the senators is that just fulfill and play your constitutional duty. At ito na lang, ipahabol ko na lang na actually hindi bawal or hindi against the law mag-acquit. Kung basta importante mag-trial because yun ang sabi ng Constitution, trial shall forthwith proceed. Mag-trial tayo and then siguro ang dapat gawin nila ng senators, do not prolong the trial. Let trial be held and then do not prolong the trial and then make a decision. At saka yung gusto mag-acquit, hindi bawal mag-acquit.
Ito naman, Senator, no? Kasi parang lumalabas dito, dun sa isang possibility na walang trial na mangyayari, at least during this Congress, parang lalabas na optional pala yung impeachment trial as far as the Senate is concerned, which clearly is very unconstitutional. Hindi po ba?
Yes. Yes, I agree. Ang sabi kasi sa Constitution, once the House of Representatives has filed the articles of impeachment, especially when it's a direct action nila, more than 1/3 ang nag-file, the Senate must trial by the Senate must forthwith proceed. So, hindi pwedeng hindi mag-trial. Ang point ko lang, kahit yung gusto mag-acquit, mag-trial and then i-acquit ninyo, hindi bawal mag-acquit. Actually, kaya nasasabi na ang impeachment proceeding is political or also political is because there is no legally enforceable and legally reviewable standard of proof. Wala eh. So you can present me with overwhelming evidence, but I still want to acquit, then no one can review, no higher court can review my use of or my lack of a standard for assessing the evidence, but only the people. So the price you pay is political if they will not like your action. But if they will also like your action, then they will support you in your future political participation. So yun po yun. So that is the reason why it's also political or more political. It looks like a court, but in the end, there is no enforceable standard of proof. That is why there is no standard of proof. Kaya nga, appeal to the conscience na lang yan. So ang reading natin sa Constitution, there must be a trial. The Senate must not entertain motions, proposals, or ideas which will prevent the trial from being held. There must be a trial kasi nagsalita na ang taong bayan through their representatives in the House of Representatives. Nagsalita na sila. This official must be subjected to an impeachment trial. The people are entitled to know what are the evidence gathered by the House of Representatives, and then that official, that impeached official, is also entitled to defend herself, as well as the impeached official must know kung tuloy ba ang serbisyo niya sa government or aalisin na siya at the soonest possible time, in fairness to that official. Hindi mo dapat ipahangyan. It's like yung Damocles sword eh. Hindi unfair din yun sa official. The official wants to know. Ano ba ebidensya niyo sa akin? O hindi demolish ko yan or harapin ko yan. Then decide na kayo, tuloy ba ako sa serbisyo ko sa gobyerno or alisin niyo ba ako?